Alright, so let's talk about this game. So I'm running as a host, so I'm trying to host something, get the player connected. Bam. So I don't know how I should showcase it since you want to see only the host window. But you got the player, player moving around, shooting and stuff. Killing. I guess I'll just go through the game with them. So general gist of how it works. It's based on a client's server system, um, where a client would send the input messages to the server, which would deserialize them, and based on those inputs, it would process a specific event of some sort, like a collision or a bullet spawn or a mine, for instance. And based on that, it will send back that specific event back to the client to be executed. Um, and yeah, that's pretty much how it works. It's entirely based on data-driven messages and the input-output cues. Yeah. So I guess I could talk about like some weird aspects of it. So for instance, the rotation of the actual ship on the client side, since the client doesn't handle any physics elements or something, the body element of the ship is never updated in there. So in order to have the rotation aspect, and that's where the game loop comes in, where you can go in between the cycles and so on. Yeah. So what was that? Oh yeah, the rotation. So the rotation of the ship is based not on physics on the client side, but on the actual pass down of the angle value from the server. So there's this rotate sprite function, for instance, which assigns a specific angle to a sprite, and that angle actually comes it from a message sent by a server. So for instance, right here, update player message. The server would process all of the updates on its side, and then let me showcase it. I have it somewhere in here. Right here. So it will process all of the updates for the game objects on the server, and then it would create an update player update message, which would just have a player ID, the XY position, and the rotation angle, which it will send over to the client, and then client would process it to have it assigned to its game objects, and that's essentially how the general gist of the whole system works. Right here is where the assignment happens. Same happens with the attack. So the player presses the button, which happens in game.cs, I believe. Yeah, so input is processed in here. We get the player input and we send it over to the server through the input queue. It takes it to the output queue of the server, which takes it into the game manager, which then processes it in its process player input, which is really the only thing that ever comes into the server, because otherwise everything goes from the server to the client. But yeah, and then based on whatever the player ID is and the inputs, it either sends a message that the player both attacked and laid the mine, or only fired the missile and or only laid the mine, stuff like that, and that spread throughout the whole system. Um, the score part was a bit challenging to complete, mostly because I haven't really thought about the score as a data of its own at first. I was trying to have client calculate its own data simultaneously with the server, but there was some synchronization issues that came with that. So instead, I opted out to just send message. So whenever player hit, um, instead of trying to simulate the same situation on the client, we just send over the scores and the game state. In case like if player died or anything happened, we change the state. We send the state as well. But yeah, we just send the scores and it updates on both systems simultaneously. And I guess I'll showcase it real quick on both, like both projects on the same location. Oh, and since the poll doesn't allow us to run it, um, the, basically no port forwarding and stuff like that. Can't connect to different computers. I have to run it as a local host, but theoretically it should work just fine. And yeah, both run just fine on the same screen. So yeah, that's pretty much it. The rest I have explained in my paper.